my friends. Welcome back. Glad you're here. Today's workout is going to be fast, effective, and there's not going to be a lot of jumping around or anything like that. I just want to do straight strength training workout today. We're going to focus on your back, your hamstrings, your triceps, and your core. Sound good? You're just going to need a pair of dumbbells. If you want to grab a couple different pair, because we're going to be doing some flies, and that requires maybe a lighter weight on those rear delts that also will help target the uh, mid-trap and levator scapula area. If you want to grab 2 pairs of dumbbells for that, please do. If not, one would be fine. And we will get started with a warm-up. All right, we're going to do the normal workout or warm-up because it feels good. If you're just waking up, we need to get all those muscles going. Good job doing a workout first part of the day, getting it over with. If you're not a morning person, that's okay too. Good job doing this after work when you're really tired or at the end of the day when your day's been long and you still showed up. So good job. Either way, a warm up for the whole body is good because we get either have been sleeping, let's go heel tap, or you've been doing kind of the same movement patterns all day and we need to move in a different way. So either way, a full body warm up is always good. Dynamic stretching here. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go quad stretch, chest stretch. Excellent. So hopefully with your consistency in these workouts, you're starting to notice a difference. I want to hear your success stories. If you dare share in the comments below, would love to hear how it's working for you. Kicking it out. Definitely want to do this stretch here because we're going to be using those hamstrings today. Good, good. Awesome. So belly button to your spine, and we're bending the knee, bringing the knee up, and kicking with the heel so that you don't injure the back of the knee. Good. Now let's go punch across. That feels good too. We really want to do this because we're going to be using some of those muscles today. Good job. All right. And now let's reach over. Good. All right. Who loves these? Like, I love these stretches. I don't know about you guys, but they feel so good. Let's go inner thighs. I think I'm enjoying this a little bit more today than usual. These stretches just feel so good. Okay, now let's go shoulders. Oh, we're going to be getting a little bit of rear delt today too, the back of that shoulder. So that's why these stretches are really good. Other direction. Getting some movement through those joints. Belly button should still be to your spine. Okay, now let's go lower back stretch. So you can sweep the floor, or if that hurts your back, you can go brace your knees or your hands on your knees and stretch that way. So whatever you need to do. And one more here. Okay, good. Now, we're just going to do a couple of different, like, kind of warming up through the muscles rather than stretching those muscles. So let's start with palms facing towards the back of the wall, shoulders down and back, and you're just going to press your hands to the wall. That's all you're going to do, trying to squeeze those shoulder blades together as you take those hands behind you. Good, good, good. Hey. Oh, good. Okay, that warmed up through your triceps a little bit. Warming up through your hamstrings. So if you have lower back pain, what I want you to do is put your hands on your knees and then just stick those hips out behind you as far as you can until you feel a stretch in those hamstrings. That's where I want you to be. So it's Keep the back straight. You don't want to round those shoulders because then you can't stick your hips out. So the more you pull your shoulders down and back and keep your back flat, the more you can stick those hips out. If you want the challenge, hands go behind your ears and you stick those hips out as well, keeping that lower back flat, belly button to your spine. So you're protecting that lower back, but you should be feeling a nice stretch in those hamstrings. Great. We're going to do a couple more here. Good. And excellent. Okay. Ready? Strength training. Let's grab some dumbbells. We're going to start with deadlifts. Now, if you have lower back pain, I want you to just stick with this movement here that we did for the warm-up, where you're bracing your hands on your knees and you're just sending those hips back as much as you can if you have lower back pain. If you don't, using those dumbbells, belly button to spine, pull those shoulder blades back, and now you're just going to take those dumbbells to the floor. So you do not want rounding of the shoulders, then that'll hurt your lower back. So keep those shoulders pulled back. Squeeze the bottom of those shoulder blades together to help keep those shoulders from falling forward. And you should be feeling a nice stretch in those hamstrings. Hey, slight bend in those knees. You do not want your knees locked out. Slight bend in those knees. It should be hamstrings, not back of the knee here. Doing good. Here's 4, 3, good job, 2, and 1. Okay. For this next one, if you have lower back pain, grab a chair, or if you want stability, grab a chair. This chair makes it a little bit more challenging because it has arms. So if you have a chair that doesn't have arms, it'll be way easier. It can still be done though if you have arms on your chair. We're going to work some lats. It's best if you could use 2 dumbbells and grab 2 in one hand, because you want to activate your lat, which is a big muscle. If all you use is this one dumbbell, then you'll probably just feel your bicep. Nothing wrong with just working biceps, but if you want to help your back get stronger, 2 dumbbells would be good, or a heavier dumbbell. So for those who want stability, you're going to put your right hand and your right knee on the chair, and then you're just going to pretend that you're starting a lawnmower. Okay, if you don't want to use a chair, just put your right elbow on your right knee and start your lawnmower that way. You want it to be challenging. Good. If you have those switchable dumbbells where you can do you can easily interchange them, then just do that too. Oh, those are pretty cool, aren't they? They take up not much space, but they can be kind of loud, kind of clicky too. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Okay, we're going to switch sides. So if you're using that chair, left elbow and left hand and left knee. And then you're just going to start that lawnmower, keeping the back of the head towards the ceiling, no chicken necking. If you don't want to use a chair, just left elbow and left knee. Good. You want it to be challenging so you can build muscle. But you don't want to be so challenging that you hurt yourself. So do what you need to do. Good. And a couple more. Good. Okay. A little bit more back. Back to that first side. If you want to use a chair for stability, 1 dumbbell, right knee, right hand on the chair. You're going to fly the dumbbell towards your hip. So the dumbbell's going back. We're not going out this way. We're going to go back towards your hip or your belly button. If you don't want to use a chair, elbow on knee and just fly. The chair just adds more stability. Good job. So now we're working more towards the base of the shoulder blade right here, towards the middle of the spine. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Switching sides. So if you're using that chair, turn around or move the chair. Left knee, left hand, and then we'll fly. If you don't want to use the chair, left knee or left elbow on left knee. Just flying towards the belly button. Good. And this is where you might need that lighter weight. If this is pretty challenging and it's all you feel is your rear delt, then go a little lighter. Because you're trying to get the big muscles here. I know it sounds a little different than 3, 2, and 1. I know I said grab heavier to get your lat, but I told you to go lighter on here. You don't want to injure your rotator cuff, which is very small. So that's why you want to go lighter. If all you're feeling is rotator cuff, you need to get deeper range of motion. You can't with a heavier weight. Does that make sense, hopefully? Okay, great. Now we're going to do some standing abs. So, well, if you want your chair, I'll move it here so it's easier to see. Dumbbells out of the way. We're going to start with a standing bird dog. If you need the chair for stability, please do. You're standing on your right foot, right knee slightly bent, pelvic tilt, so squeeze those glutes, abs engaged like someone's going to tickle you. Or if you're feeling tough today, if someone's going to punch you, you want them to feel tight, really tight abs. So that's where you're going to be. We're going to extend right arm and left leg. So we're not hyperextending through the lower back. The lower back stays stationary, and it's all about strengthening through the lower back. So if you're hyperextending this way, then you're going to lose the work. Pretend you're being tickled. Really tighten up your core, like a lot. Okay. Here's 6, 5, 4. You're going to feel your glute working, and that's okay. 2, pretend you're being tickled. If you lose that tightness here, you're not going to feel your core. It's just going to be a nice little glute workout for you. Nothing wrong with working glutes, right? But the goal is core. Okay, on the left leg, left knee slightly bent, pelvic tilt, left arm, right leg. Here we go. And you don't have to use the chair. If you want to do it, challenge your balance a little bit. But please, pretend someone's tickling you. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Tickle, tickle, tickle. And you'll work your core. With some of those stabilizers for your back. Tickle, tickle. Tickle me elbow, is that it? Here's 4, 3, 2, and done. Okay. Not a crazy burn, but hopefully you felt your back working because that's the point of that back working. All right. Now we're going to do a standing crunch / dead bug in a way. So pretend that someone's going to tickle you or punch you, so you're tucking those glutes. You're trying to bracing hard. Brace, brace, brace. Hard to breathe, bracing so hard, okay? Bracing. And now you're going to, it's more challenging. The higher the hands, the more your core has to work. If that's too much, bring your hands behind your ears, because all you're going to do is just a standing crunch. You're bracing the whole time. So if your arms are overhead, then you're going to feel it a lot more challenge. Good. You're bracing a lot. Good, good, good. Awesome. And almost there. Pretend you're being punched or tickled. Feel those nice rock hard abs. And done. Great. Let's stretch. It was a very short workout. You can go through and do it again. It's only been 15 minutes, and that included the warm-up. Other side. The reason I'm keeping these workouts a little bit shorter, because the recommendation is at least 30 minutes a day of exercise. I mean, you can get very technical in how much should be cardio and how much should be strength and how much should be flexible stretching. And let's go triceps. The reason I'm keeping it shorter is so that we'll do them. Other side, sometimes workouts can be so long that you're like, I don't have time for that. I have this and this and this and this and this and this to do. But if it's only 15 minutes, then the likelihood of you doing them and getting stronger will happen. It'll happen. It'll work, right? Round those shoulders forward and lift. Because if you've ever read the book Atomic Habits, which if you haven't, highly recommend, other direction, small little changes every day make a huge impact for the rest of your life. Hamstring stretch. So stick that right foot out, slight bend in that right knee as you lean forward. So if he gives a perfect example, other side, that a plane that starts in New York and is going to fly to the West Coast, if it varies, the goal is Los Angeles. If it varies its trajectory by even a degree, it will end up by the time it gets here in San Francisco. So one little change every day makes a huge difference over a lifetime. So good job doing 15 minutes, right? Okay, with that, have a great day, and I'll see you at the next workout. Hey, if you got value out of this video, please subscribe and also comment below what else you'd like to see, because this channel is for you, to help you be better in your everyday life. Thanks for subscribing. Tell your friends about it, and we'll see you on the next video.